This is problem number 20, and it is, I think, a deceptively simple problem. So we have a perpetuity immediate that pays X per year. Brian receives the first N payments, Colleen receives the second N payments, and then some charity receives all remaining payments. So let's start just by visualizing that portion of the problem. Here's Brian receiving the first N payments, however many there are. Here's Colleen receiving the exact same number of payments. It just happens a little bit later. It happens after Brian gets his payments. And then the charity is going to get all remaining payments that happen in perpetuity. So there's an important distinction here between what Brian and Colleen get versus what the charity gets. Brian gets a limited number of payments. Colleen gets the same limited number of payments. So the value of Brian's payments can be represented as an annuity, and the value of Colleen's payments can be represented the same way. We just need to discount it back N periods. And then the value of all of the charity's payments will be X over I, because no matter where we start, this is always the value of our perpetuity. We just need to discount it back to N periods. So the other thing we know about Brian's payments is that they are equal to 40% of the total perpetuity. So we can take X times A angle N and set that equal to 40% times the value of the perpetuity. Immediately we see that our X's are going to cancel out. If we rewrite our annuity formula, we see that our I's cancel out, leaving us with 1 minus v to the n equals 0.4. Subtract 1, multiply by -1, and we get v to the n equals 0.6. So now we can turn our attention to the perpetuity, the payments that the charity gets. So the value of those payments is K, which is indicated here. The total value of the perpetuity discounted back to N periods. That's what the charity gets. So instead of v to the n, we need v to the 2n. Square both sides. V to the 2n is 0.36. So the value of K is 0.36 times the value of the perpetuity. So structurally, look how this is identical to Brian. Brian got 40% of the total value of the perpetuity. The charity gets 36% of the total value of the perpetuity. The correct answer here is D.